this is everything you need to know about today's update. To start things off, we got 13 brand new compatible skins with Lego Fortnite, and we got brand new emotes that work in our game mode as well. One of the first little changes that I noticed was that we have tips and tricks back in the loading screens when loading into any of our Lego Fortnite games, whether that's Odyssey, Expeditions, or Brick Life. In the bottom right corner of your loading screen will be some tip or trick about the mode. Now let's talk about the Odyssey patch notes, and there is a decent amount to cover today, and I'm hoping that we get better communication from them in the future as well. But as far as improvements, they said that they're currently working to improve the Spire discoverability on maps and also improve how the reward chests spawn after defeating them so that you don't miss any goodies. They said there's going to be more information on their next game update, which also should bring superpowers, but for right now, defeating Spires is kind of pointless, as not only do they not respawn, but number two, you don't even get the reward chests just yet. And just to kind of check on this improvement to see if there's any changes made to the Spires, I went to a location of one of the Spires that I did defeat, and what I found was that it never respawned. Even though it's been quite a few days since I checked in on this Spire, it still hasn't respawned. I never got a chest from it, and I didn't get great rewards from it either. So what I think that we need to do is just not fight the Spires until they're defeated. Maybe defeat the enemies around them, but definitely don't break the Spire, because you're probably going to lose out on rewards if you do that. Now there's more patch notes to cover here for Odyssey, and that's going to be the bug fixes. The top one is that Titans are now spawning correctly in players' worlds, which is obviously something that everybody should be excited about, because these were removed from our worlds for quite some time, even though they never quite told us that. The plasma pistol attacks don't get stuck mid-air anymore. They fixed an issue with rollers roll attack ending early if they're hitting something, so that they keep on rolling. They fixed an inconsistency with the chest content when leaving and returning to caves, and resolved an issue where villagers were seen walking on water. Once again, I'm only one player, so I can't really confirm if something is added into the game or not added into the game, but I did roam around my world for quite some time. I roamed around on the pathways to try to find these Titans. I even went to fight a Spire to see if a Titan would spawn here. I went to previous brute locations that I knew of where they spawn at, and they're still just regular brutes. So I'm still struggling to find any Titans on my world even after these bug fixes and the patch notes were posted. But I'm interested to see if you guys have seen anything in your worlds that have to do with the Titans spawning, and if you guys are finding any new Spires. Like I said, the Spire update should probably happen in the next coming weeks. As far as the Titans though, they should be somewhere in your lobby if you've been able to find them. The Mask Maker enemies to me still are only found when fighting a Spire. I'm not finding them just roaming around my world at all, which would have been nice to see the content everywhere rather than only if you're able to find the Spires while they're still bugged. So hopefully that gets fixed here very soon, but I want to know down in the comments if you found any of the content since this morning's update. We did have a very large update drop happen over on Expeditions, both the content side of things as well as bug fixes. Now I won't go and read off every single bug fix over there, but I will talk about a few of them that affected the game kind of in a negative way, whereas it made the game a little bit easier because of these bugs, so I'm a little bit upset that they got patched or nerfed. As far as the new additions, we did get the brand new Supernova Academy map. The enemies are going to be a little bit stronger now, but they do have increased drop rates when it comes to legendary weapons and gadgets. So yes, you can find gold gadgets inside of the game now. When it comes to this brand new map, it does come with an expert mode mission, and for those on controller, they added a camera assist setting, which is going to allow the camera to turn automatically as you move, allowing you to attack enemies in any direction, which I think is a pretty good change for controller players. Now, as far as the bug fixes that I believe kind of hurt us a little bit was that they changed the destroy masks objective, because when you would break one of them, it would count as 4 of them being broken. Obviously a glitch or a bug. It is good that it's fixed, but obviously we now have to defeat all 5 masks now. Not only that, but when you're fighting against the Spire, the shadow energy when attacking the Spire has been fixed. Previously, using Shadow Caller, if you were going to go ahead and use them, you would get infinite shadow energy when fighting a Spire, and now that has been fixed. For those that are struggling with XP, there are brand new journal assignments that are available for you to go and speak to brand new players. All of these NPCs will either grant you new information on the story mode, give you some skill points, XP, or even weapons. So make sure that you go around and you speak to every single player that you can and take a look at that journal and ensure that you've completed all of your quests. There's some new UI changes that happen when speaking to the weapon vendor. When I open up a gadget, you can see that it pops up on the middle of the screen and tells me exactly what I have, the rarity, and what it comes with. When you're going to open up a weapon, it'll tell you all 4 runes that are on it as well, which makes things a lot nicer. Obviously, a lot of us are just rolling this to find the best weapons, and now we can see what the best weapons are that we get without having to back out and take a look at our inventory. To start off, the new content drop over here on Supernova Academy, go into your missions tab, and the bottom right island is now officially unlocked. So if you'd like to play it on the normal difficulty, scroll down to the very bottom for Supernova mission and select that one. If you would like to play the expert mode mission, it is random which match you are going to get, but you do want to select the red one that is on the middle of your missions tab. As far as playing in this mission, it's a pretty small map, and if you're looking to grind XP, this is probably one of the best maps to load into. I think that expert mode still with a full group of people is the fastest way to unlock the most XP, but I don't think that it's a bad idea to jump into normal mode and just run through this map as quickly as you can. It's pretty small. The missions that you're going to have are going to be pretty easy. The enemies aren't the strongest in the world, and you're still going to find yourself legendary drops when you're loading in here. So I definitely recommend, even with all of the changes to the missions and to the Shadow Caller ability, if you want to go in here and earn a ton of XP to get to level 50, make sure you're just grinding all of these as quickly as you can. I hope that you enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, guys, this was Crafty, and I'm out. Peace. Help me reach 50,000 subscribers by pressing that sub button in the top right. And if you guys haven't already, check out that video in the top left. YouTube thinks that you'll like it a lot. Peace.